Hello everyone. Today we are gonna start playing Crash 2 Cortex Strikes Back. Obviously for the original PlayStation. I had to show the PlayStation intro because I love it that much. Anyway, they don't do this anymore. With that being said, why am I playing the original version instead of the remakes of these games? Is because I prefer the pixels. Not pixels, I prefer the polygons, and I also used to have a physical copy of this game. I played 2 and 3 as a physical copy. I never played the first game as a physical copy. With that being said, the second game pretty much improved dramatically compared to the first game.
Bandicoot 2 Cortex
That being said, let us begin. We're just gonna do the first 5 levels and then end the episode. This game starts right after what happened in the first game. And this game introduces crystals.
Crystals. Of course.
With that being said,
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we need to find an enemy.
Crash? Crash? Crash! My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
as you can see, we are introduced to Coco, which is his sister. Not only that, but we're introduced to Crash's new look. As you can see, this is the more iconic look that we're gonna be sporting for this game and the next game. He controls a lot better, and he doesn't have added momentum in his jump anymore. He just stops on a dime, so if you were so used to the first game, well, it's like night and day. And now we get to see ourselves in our plot first.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
Now, introduced in this game is a warp room. We can save anytime we want to, as long as we're in this warp room. We are gonna 100% this game. So yeah, take forever for them to read it. Cool. Now, yeah, the first 5 levels. First one is obviously the first one we're gonna do. But before we even do anything in this level, there's a blue gem. To get the blue gem in this, you gotta do this whole stage without breaking a single box. So, we're gonna do that right quick. We're not even gonna grab the crystal. We'll just literally just finish this level normally, without hitting the box. That's how you get this box. Looks like it's gem. Unfortunately, losing in the bonus counts as me losing my Aku mask. So as long as I didn't hit a single box, we're good. And what you need to do here is hit the one that you can't break in one hit. And just walk in the foreground if you can. If not, get rid of these guys. Go up on these mushrooms if you can. No, you have to. And just continue on. Trying to use the side to make it so I don't have to do this, but I don't want to do all that. Hey, crystal, bye, crystal. You can basically bypass that if you do that. And that's how you get a blue gem. You can't not take a single hit. I'm saying you can't break a single box. And also, after completing a level with and acquiring the gem, he does this dance. He does not do that if he gets just the crystals. He's gonna remind you that you have to get the crystals.
No, Crash. I said bring me the crystals! Now, get back in there.
Now that we had the blue gem, let's continue the normal way. Everything I did was just so I can get the blue gem. It's funny how if you didn't know you had to do that, you would have never got the blue gem. Also, new to this is this and the slide. So revamped his controls. I made it so he's a little bit more mobile instead of stiff and hardly able to, you know, move. He can also crawl. Alright, let's see how this goes. And obviously, this is regarded as people's second favorite Crash of the PlayStation era. The other one being obviously the third game, and we died. Because the third game introduces one new element. Power-ups. Once we acquire them, they're basically permanent. And we're able to use them as much as we need to. I hate it. Wish I could make it up there. Wish I could do this and then just slap, do that. But no. If I want to make it up there, you got to do it first try. Okay, and also new to be introduced in this game are nitro crates. They were not in the first game at all. Really. Thank you. Okay, we got him. Good. Now that we got all of that, we can now crawl down here, get these boxes. Now let's get out of here. Now, you see there's a box total up there, but they don't tell you exactly how many boxes are in a level. That changes in the next game. Which is funny how the third game is the only one that tells you the box counter as you go. But when you get to the end of the level, you'll find out if you missed any or not. So yeah. And this game don't give you lives like the first game did. Oh no, not even close. The first game was giving you lives like it was candy. This game does no such thing. Now this game came out in 1997, along with a lot of other games that came out in 1997. Symphony of the Night. You got Symphony of the Night. You got Final Fantasy VII. 97 was a great year for video games. Those are the main thing I can think of off the top of my head. Anyway, let's see if we got enough. We did. Didn't we touch the crystal? That's what I thought. And now we 100% did the first level. The second level we cannot do that, unfortunately. Now the second level, Snow Go. Hold on.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. Crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
There, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there? Are you there, Crash?
Snow Go. Now, to get this gem, you could do it the way that some people do it, where you get it early, or you could do it the way you're supposed to actually do it. Yeah, that's not the best start to using this. Alright. We're now in the other upper area of this level. Now, what do some people do is they literally do some finicky maneuver that causes them to be able to get this early. Something like that. I'm doing it too low, obviously. You also have to time it where you can actually do that. This is weird. I have never did it before. Don't know how they do it, but anyway, right. Well, it's finicky how they do it, but it is what it is. What you do is you gotta do like a lot of buttons pressing. Something like that. It's weird, but You had to do something like that, but wow, that's the first attempt I ever did of that. Thing is you have to get it at its lowest point. I like how I'm almost jumping off to die. Almost. It's like a slide jump circle. Something like that, but you do it a lot higher. It's weird, but the real way to do it is actually you have to get a secret exit from a level that's later on. That's my second attempt at that. Third attempt. What they were trying to do first is show you the method of doing it. And the thing is, most of the time, when you slide on this, you're getting lowered. Anyway, be right back. Alright, I think I'm getting consistent with this trick, but it is what it is if I don't get it. You see, you have to press buttons as you're doing it, which is the weirdest thing. Now I'm messing up. Of course I am. It's a lot of button mashing you have to do within a few seconds. But the main thing is you have to get him to belly flop. It's the weirdest thing, but here I think I got it now. Got to press the spin and jump button at the same time. It's kind of hard to get the timing, but as you can see, if it will stop bouncing me, that'd be great. I'm not getting the height that I need though. Instead it's bouncing me up there when I'm not asking to bounce. But yeah, as you can see, I'm getting more consistent with the method. Oh boy, it's so close. Really, it didn't count there. I just want to get it just one time like this so I can say I did it. That's all I want. Ugh, it's just right out of reach. Of course I do it whenever it's not at its lowest peak. Of course I don't get it there either. The way they did it though, the way I saw it, they got it perfectly. Like it was at the perfect timing and everything. It makes you wonder, how did someone discover this and really? I wish I could use that to get up there, but no, that ain't gonna get it. Anyway, that's how you do it. Be right back. I finally did it. Alright, we're good now. Unfortunately, though, we still have to go the way that you're supposed to go to get up there. Because unless you do that, it won't count as going to this actual exit. For some reason, every time I got there, it was just low enough. Don't tell me I have to redo this, because I didn't do this the right way. Jeez. Alright, even though it doesn't matter since we're doing with ice physics. Look at that slow down. $72 out of 74. I wonder, where's the button for, what's the button where's the button that we're supposed to press for this? What? Why didn't they change whenever, whatever. We get both gems in one go. Alright, that's all 3 gems. That sounds just like Spyro whenever he gets something. I forgot what it was in Spyro. Anyway.
So, you were helping Cortex gather crystals, yet you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. A laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he's created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
Alright. 2 gems. That means there's a death route, by the way. Sometimes it's just a regular gem, which means there's a death route, which means you can't die between now and that death route. Good thing is we're in Crash 2, and bad thing is we just died. I love how I just died at the beginning. Love it. Just love it. Also review time too. Don't know how lenient that time is, but hey. What was that? Anyway, let us get out of here. Don't know if the timer is gonna reset. Probably not. Oh, it's a blue gem. Oh. Okay. What's the timer for then? Okay, since all of these are regular bosses. Do you take me to a normal exit? backtracking. Really? I'm pressing the button to do that, and then it didn't do it. Okay. Anything that matters is you actually did it. Alright, now let's get out of here. Now, do you take me back to where I was before? Yes, you do, so we're at 65 boxes thus far. We don't have a single gem. I think I know how this one works. I think we can get the box gem. Yes, we can. Now, the other one is from that timer. We have to go fast. And I repeat, we have to go fast. So if we took the blue gem route, we couldn't get that. We can cancel this dance. Which we didn't know.
3 crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
Alright, so like I said earlier, that timer is how you get that next gem. And since we already got the box gem, I don't think we have to worry about literally. I wish you can jump a lot further, but you don't have a double jump. Well, since I know it's not a death route, then that means going. See that timer? Imperative we get to the end before the time runs out. Just to be able to get this gem. So it's that bonus, you lose that timer, so. That's 22 seconds. Here we go. In the nick of time. You got the speed run this level. Oh boy. And that's how you do it. Alright, the pits. Only thing there is a normal crystal and a normal gem. There's no hidden methods or anything, just do this normally. Let me guess, you have to backtrack just to be able to get everything. Okay. Well, that didn't do anything. So the crystal's on the left side. I would love how you almost died there, but you chose to stay off on the right path. At least we got a checkpoint, that's what matters. Alright, that's enough backtrack. Okay. At least after that last box, we are done backtracking there. Good start. Good start. Thing is, he doesn't just spawn in, he just stays in the box. It's a simple enemy that we cannot get rid of. Oh my lord. That's because it sucks the backtracking. And like I said, and like they mentioned before, like I mentioned before in Crash Bandicoot 1, they don't give you an Aku mask for how many times you die in a certain spot. So, that element being added was a good touch. So you can at least have the ability to get further. And also, I think they give you the second form of the mask too if you are struggling that bad as well. I could have died there, and the game decided no, you're spared. Still gotta backtrack though. I wish I can jump over this. But you can't. But you can jump on it. After all the lives I lost, yeah. Now we can go for a checkpoint, for real. Good. This is just to teach you that you can use the belly flop to destroy those boxes. I love how you only destroy half of them. That's a wide gap, okay? Yeah, we're not wasting our time on that, no. Why was one of them missing, though? But that counted as you destroying that one. Okay, we're good. That should be it, right? Cool, we're done. Alright. So there's only 53 boxes here. Like I said, you don't know until you get to the end. Alright, Crash Dash, which has only a crystal and a gem. Oh, it's one of those levels where we run. One of the more famous levels from Crash 1. And in this game, he actually looks back to look at the boulder itself. First one is just to test and see if you can handle it. The second one is the real start. Is when they start to really test you. Yeah, when you barely made it, that can happen too. Alright. Don't accidentally run into one of those. That's a certain timing you gotta do to be able to get that. I did it too early. The timing is you jump and then hit the middle and then go away. That's how it works. Good thing is it's so early on that it doesn't matter, and you still hit the one on top. The thing is, you can't get an Aqua mask because in this game, they programmed it so that if you were to face a boulder or the next thing we're gonna be dealing with, you automatically lose them. So, it's not like Crash 1 where they decided to let you keep it anyway. There you go. I wasn't ready yet. Wow. If I was, I would have got it. Okay. That's over with. Now let's continue. And that's the introductions to the dash panels. I love how the boulder starts on a dime. As you die. It says, oh, he did. Okay. Okay. Let's eliminate that. Alright, so far so good. I love how I run straight into it. More mistakes are being made, but will it backfire? Find out soon, won't we? We love a sentient boulder, since it knows what it's doing. Alright, can we please just break these bosses without any kind of issues? Thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, you barely made that one. 44, which is a weird number, but whatever. That's 100% in every stage in the first warp area. Oh.
Listen up. We are not without enemies.
I didn't know you could do this.
Even recognized. Although they cannot harm you inside this warp room, they can attack you on your way to the next one. To get to the next warp room, use the platform that appears in the center of the room. Good luck.
I didn't know you could do that. Alright, Ripperoo. What is there to say about Ripperoo? It's a boss. And this is the last time you see Ripperoo as a boss. I'm not gonna be it there. So this one you just stay in the left corner, right? And this one you stay to the right. You just have to wait for him to just give you the opening. That's literally this boss. Oh, that's fine. Alright, we're back to where we were just at a second ago. don't know where he's gonna start from here. That's it. Now we're out of here, and now we're in the second warp area. That's for next time, though. We start with Snowbiz, which only has a crystal and a gem.
I see that Ripperoo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again. But back to business. There are crystals to be gathered, 20 to be exact. The planets will align shortly, all 13 of them, and this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart. Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the energy.
Crash, is that you? I've been looking everywhere. I don't have much time to tell you this. You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise. Crash, I can't keep the data path open much longer. Crash, you need to...
Alright, time to save and then end this episode. So, with that being said, thank you for watching. Next time we'll be continuing in this area. With that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Goodbye, and most of all, take care and be safe.